Hello and welcome to another episode of ICT Today. There will come a time when no job is needed. You can have a job if you want for personal satisfaction, but the AI will be able to do everything. Artificial intelligence is said to be a mirror reflecting not only our intellect, but our values and fears. By far, the greatest danger is that people conclude too early that they know and they understand artificial intelligence. So much has been said about AI, and there is still so much more to be uncovered. In this episode, we are going to be discussing content creation using artificial intelligence. I have with me in the studio veteran broadcaster, movie producer and writer, Matthew SIMPA. He is known to be an expert in using AI to create content from blogs, video scripts, white paper, and list goes on and on. Together, we'll be serving you today's offering. My name is ABIMBOLA ILORI, and you are watching ICT Today. To say that AI will start doing what it wants for its own process is like saying that a calculator will start making its own calculation, and that's according to OGTV On. Sir, thank you for joining us today on the program.
You're welcome.
I'm known to be a content creator. Can you please tell us what content creation means before the advent of artificial intelligence and now?
Well, before the advent of AI, yes, content creation was an arduous task that required a whole lot of, efforts. One, if you wanted to do a TV commercial, for example, you have to probably get a scriptwriter in case you are not a good scriptwriter yourself. Sometimes you might even need a copywriter. That copywriter would, give you an idea of what to do. Then after doing the copywriting, you now begin to script. After you script, you now begin to look for people and materials and equipment to use for the content creation. This could take a whole lot of time, like maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, before you could even do a 30-minute commercial. But these days, you could do the same commercial with little effort and in less time. Say maybe in a week, if the TVC requires so much input.
Now, it is obvious that you can do more with AI, from scripting to a movie. What does it take to, between then and now, to bring up a movie? Like, what does it take to bring your ideas into reality now that AI is involved?
I don't know about doing a movie with AI presently, especially in Nigeria.
Okay, so
but let's just say you want to do content, short form contents, okay, things that are not so long.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do that in the Nigerian context,
okay,
all you just need is have internet access.
Okay.
Have your, your phone that you can use, or your computer, and then you must be able to connect to all those apps.
Okay.
If, for example, you want to use ChatGPT, go to openai.com, then you register, sign up, and then you are able to generate all these ideas. But basically what you need to bring these ideas up, to birth them, is what is known as prompts.
Okay.
So once you have an idea of what you want, you will just tell the AI tool exactly what you want, and then the AI tool will be able to bring it up. Sometimes it may not bring exactly what you want. That is where intelligence and creativity comes in. If you don't know how to handle these AI tools, you still find yourself groping in the dark. So you have to know exactly what to do and how to do them. So once you are able to give the prompts, you generate your ideas, generate what you want. You may even have to use several AI tools. Like, for example, now, if you are doing a TV commercial.
Wait, we'll go to the AI tools later. Let's keep unfolding the process one after the other. So basically, you are saying that with AI, we have limitless possibilities in content creation. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, I think you are limited by your, ability to generate prompts, and also the ability to pay for whatever apps you want to use, whatever AI tools, because a lot of them require money. Payment and all that.
Okay, so now let's be practical. From conceiving the ideas to making it a reality, How long does it take to create, let's say, a 1 minute video, minimum, 1 minute, 2 minute video? How long does it take?
Yeah, we are talking about the Nigerian, context, because if you were living in USA or UK or India, for example, you don't have some limitations that we have here. So if you were to do a TV commercial, for example, depending on the complexity of the commercial, it could be anything within an hour to 2 days.
Okay.
What will just determine how long it takes is your ability to, work fast. And of course, if your internet is fast, you are able to generate these things and then you're able to bring them together. I have had to do some, similar things like the trailers I did for my books. I think within a day or two, I was able to put them together, between generating the pictures, the images I needed, and then the voiceovers and everything. Within a day too, I was able to put them together.
It is believed that in the conventional content creation, it costs so much. But using AI, we tend to believe that producers will become lazy because most of the work is being done using AI. And some people will say that, or producers, and generally, AI will make you become lazy. I want you to really define this, explain this to us. Does AI actually, in content creation perspective now, does AI really make you lazy?
Well, I wouldn't know about making somebody lazy because I've had sleepless nights trying to create content. Of course, as a producer, I have a target, and sometimes I do have a deadline. So how am I going to be lazy? The only thing that AI does is to simplify the process, to make it easier for you to achieve. For example, if I was to do, like when I wanted to do my book trailers, before I knew that I could do anything with AI, I was thinking of getting people together, actors, actresses, who would, interpret what I had written. And then, of course, I would have needed to get camera and all those, and even locations. But the moment I knew that I could do it with, AI, I didn't bother myself calling all these people. So even that way, I had saved myself time and energy. All I just needed to do was give the prompts, generate the images, and then get the voiceover and everything. And of course, it didn't make me lazy. It even tasked my imaginations, because you will come up with an image, it will not be suitable. You come up with an audio, it will not be suitable. You want to still change it. So I wouldn't know about laziness when it comes. It's just the same way computer does not make you lazy.
Okay, so that means it takes extra effort.
Takes extra effort, yes.
You need to go extra mile in your thinking capacity.
Exactly,
and capability.
exactly.
Okay. So the laziness is not.
I don't think it makes anybody lazy. If you are lazy while using AI, then in fact you are beyond redemption.
Okay. So we have been talking about using AI to make content. You were about to mention the tools the other time. Now I want you to name those tools, like in scripting, video editing, content creation, video generation, all that.
Now, since this is not a formal classroom, I'll just, give a brief overview of some of these tools. Now, assuming you want to do a TV commercial, for example, or a book trailer or anything similar, you know that your first step is to generate a script. So you have a few, tools you can use. The most common one is ChatGPT. Okay. Now, ChatGPT are in two versions. You have the free version and then you have the paid version. So you go to ChatGPT, give it, prompt to generate your script for you. Then from ChatGPT, you may need to go to maybe Leonardo AI to generate the image.
Okay, Leonardo AI is used for
image. Yes, it can generate image, and now they've even taken it to the point where you can even generate video there.
Okay.
So when I was using Leonardo AI, when I began to use Leonardo AI, it could not generate video. So I had to generate images in Leonardo AI and then take to Pika Lab or elsewhere to begin to turn it into video. But these days you can use Leonardo AI for the image and then for the video. Then you have DAL-E, which is also from OpenAI. You can use that. And then of course you have a whole lot of other tools you can use. Then when it comes to giving it voiceover, that is commentary, you now use 11 Labs. 11 Labs is the #1 in that area. But there are other ones like DID, then there's this other one that Lalamu, you should know, Lalamu, yeah, Lalamu. So yes, Lalamu Studio. So you have a whole lot of tools like that that you can use to bring all these things together.
Okay, let me quickly chip this one in here. All these tools, are they free? Okay, you've mentioned that ChatGPT, there is a free version. That means the free version has limitation.
Yes.
Then the pro version gives you unlimited access.
So
now, given, doing running commentary on giving voice to your script, all these tools, do they have expression like impressions, like the feelings that human being generates when you are doing voiceover, the pause, the passion?
Yes. For example, if you are using 11 Labs, for example, there are aspects there where you can tweak, the voices. You can make it sound high, can make it sound emotional. When you go to any of these tools, you discover that even in some of the, the presets, they will tell you, you want it to be, friendly, you want it to be angry. All these things have been programmed into all the expressions are there. So it all depends on how you can now manipulate them. It's just like when you have a live person doing these voiceovers for you too. You have to ask the person to deliver it in a particular, yes. So you have to tell this person, this is how I want you to do it. Sometimes the person will not do it well.
Make it a sad mode.
Yeah,
you can. A jubilation mode.
You understand. So like Leonardo AI, for example, can do audiobook. It can read audiobook for you. So if you want it to read a fiction audiobook, for example, it can give you all the emotions. I've had to do a little of, audiobook of one of my novels with Leonardo AI. It came out with all the expressions, the emotions that are expressed in the book.
Okay.
So there's no problem in that.
One of the concerns of content creator is creating a compelling content, and as well as being free, that content being free from copyright. Does AI give room for copyright violation and exemption?
For example, when you use Canva to generate videos, there's a point it will tell you that you need to do something, to click on something, so that when you put this content
on
Canva, yes.
Canva, you can make videos also.
You can do video, you can do text, you can do audio, you can do a whole lot of things. A lot of apps have been integrated into Canva. So when you generate a video from scratch on Canva, Canva will tell you at a point to click on something, so that when you put it on your social media, there won't be any copyright matter. So you are free from copyright in that case. Then of course, when you generate images or generate videos, since you are given the prompts and you are kind of giving a description of what you want, chances are that the image you create will not be the same as something anybody else has created. A lot of the images I've created, they are peculiar to me. They are my own creations. You may not see them elsewhere except from me.
I tend to know that one of the prompts says that you have to make them photorealistic.
Yes.
So the idea you conceive, if you prompt it to be photorealistic and you are not comfortable or not satisfied with the output, you can still tweak.
Of course, you can still tell it to do it in another way. For example, I'm trying to generate a short story now based on a folklore about, a tortoise and a snake who were friends, you understand? The first time I asked one of the tools to generate this image for me, it came with cartoonish kind of thing. So I had to, edit the prompt. Even on some of these tools, you will see a point where they tell you edit the prompt, so that it can give you something different from whatever it gave before, or something that is exactly what you want.
AI is set to help in automation of repetitive tasks. In production, does this mean that some people will be out of job? Like people like cameramen, the script writers, producers, and all that? Is that the implication?
No, I don't really think so. It's just the same way that computers did not, you know, render people, stenographers and all those people useless. All you just need to do is learn to use these AI tools. For example, let's take the case of a cameraman. Now, there will still be need to do programs like we are doing now. Now, how would we now tell AI to record this for us? Okay. For example, now I've had instances where I asked one or two AI tools to generate a Nigerian, you know, city for me, Lagos, for example. And what I got was not satisfactory. So what do you do in that case? Do you still continue to badger yourself and ask the AI to do what it cannot do? Okay. So you have to have a cameraman. There's still need for input. There's still need for massive human input. Okay. But the only challenge is if you are not adept at using these AI tools, you may not be able to really cope. Exploit. Because there are times when you may need to infuse AI, you know, tools into your workflow.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, now comparing the conventional content creation with the AI generated content. Okay. Now, or let me say, is there any way you can identify that this one is AI generated and this is a conventional production?
Definitely. Of course, AI generated images cannot be exactly like what you recorded. For example, I had a challenge. When I was doing the trailer of one of my books, I needed to have two persons in a frame, and only one of them was to be talking. Okay. So when I did it, took it to Lalamu Studios to generate the, you know, the dialogue, because I wanted the dialogue to be synchronized. So I discovered that the two of them, in fact, I had some other images on the same frame, and all of them were talking at the same time. Oh. So that's a limitation. How do you now get over that? Okay. You know, because of my experience and all that, I was able to mask some of these images and make just that one person talking. So basically what we are trying to say is there will still be a marked difference between what AI tools generate and what, you know, humans do, or what you do in the conventional way.
Okay. So going by what you have said now, it is obvious that AI cannot completely replace human in content creation.
Never.
Okay. And if we are to talk about 10 minutes to 30 minutes video production, can AI come into play?
Yes, it can. You can use AI to even do 30-minute things. Because there are people who use AI tools to do, you know, contents for YouTube. Okay. You know, this one requires that you are not there. You just generate somebody, you know, an avatar. You can even make the person like yourself. Okay. There was this, this AI tool that I began to explore lately. You just make sure that you create your own image, and then subsequently, anything you want to do, that image that you have created will now begin to give all the talks and everything you want. Like if, for example, you want to give a talk on a motivational talk, you can now allow that image, use that image to say everything you want to say. You won't be the one talking. Okay. But of course, your input is still there. So if you want to use it for a 30-minute thing, you can still stretch it. But mind you, you are using data. You are using a whole lot of things, and it costs money. Yes.
Especially in this part
of the world. Yes, it's very expensive.
Okay, now let's digress a bit. You are known not to be of the generation X, the Gen Zs, and all that.
I belong to the baby boomer generation.
Okay, so how did you come about using AI? Like, AI is just a recent innovation, and you are known to be vast in this field. How did you come about it, and how has the journey been? Are there any competition with considering your generation with the present?
Okay. Now, it's just the grace I have. Actually, I got to know about AI maybe a year or two back, when it was still in its formation, that is in the current dispensation. But as a Christian, I thought it was just one of the tools that the Antichrist would use to mislead people, so I didn't give it much thought. Then one day I was at the Simeon and Debo library, and somebody who saw my name at the desk came to ask if I was Matthew Simpa, and I said, yes, I am. And he said, are you the father of so-so and so? I was in school with that person. Incidentally, I knew the person, but she's not my daughter. Of course, I know her, but she's not my daughter. And then we began to talk. Then he sat close to me. And then I now overhear him saying that he had stopped racking his brain to write contents, that now he was using ChatGPT to generate his content. Say, this ChatGPT that I've been hearing, and I thought it was not. It. And of course, I was still busy trying to come up with a lot of things. I needed to write books. I had started a novel. I had not even, continued it by that time. I just stopped it because, sitting down to think another was difficult for me. So I now called him and said, how do you use this ChatGPT? He now pointed it out to me. And because of the kind of grace I have, I'm always, able to explore. So I began to explore and began to go through the internet to, search, do my own research and everything. Okay. And I've been able to at least keep abreast of all the innovations and everything. And, well, I don't know. I've not had to sit down and compete with a younger generation, but I think if we need to work together with AI tools, I won't be a pushover.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
And it's a pleasure having you on the program. I hope we will get more from you whenever we call on you.
Definitely. I'm always available.
Artificial intelligence has made remarkable advancements in recent years, and its impact in this movie industry is palpable. And that's our package for today. Kindly follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. Click on the notification button to receive alerts when we post new updates. And until next time when I return, remember that if it is digital, it is part of ICT.